I'm Eric from Twisted Throttle. Honda Canada just sent us their Varadero. It's a 1000cc big boy of an adventure motorcycle, and they wanted us to set it up for some off-road dual sport adventure. So I'm going to show you what we did, and if you'd like to see the bike firsthand, you can head up to the Canadian MMIC shows this year, or see Elisa Klickinger's presentations at the Women's Conference up in Toronto. First off, we set the bike up with some crash bars to protect from tip overs. We also put in a set of folding highway pegs so that you can stretch out on longer rides. Next, Honda Canada asked us to do a skid plate because the bottom of this bike from the factory is very vulnerable. We put one together with 4mm aluminum on the bottom, 3mm side plates riveted together so that running down the side rails, you've got about a 7mm thickness of structural rigidity. Next, we set up the bike so that the passenger would have a little bit more clearance. These offset pegs by MFW lowered the peg by about an inch, and we can rotate that around the initial axis in 45-degree increments. We also are working on setting up off-road pegs for this bike, but the prototypes aren't quite finished. Check back with us soon. Lastly, we put together a center stand so that if you have a blowout or have to do chain maintenance on the road, you can pop the bike up on that and get the front or rear wheel off the ground. Next, we added some storage. Popped on the aluminum Trax boxes on some SW-MOTECH quick lock racks, and we added some visibility. Our LED kit provides running lights, brake lights, and turn signals, so that you're going to be more visible to drivers behind you. We also popped on a locking stash box so that you can keep your license and registration tucked away in a secure, easy to get to place, and you can pop extra cash or anything else you want to in there. Next, we popped on a Bags Connection City Tank Bag. The City Tank Bag snaps off using a ripcord at the front to pull a little locking pin out of the ring. Gas cap ring is bolted permanently onto the bike, and this one has an electrical upgrade. So it passes 12-volt power through the pins in the mount into the tank bag. Just snap the tank bag down on the mount, and you've got 12-volt power inside your bag that you can use to charge up your widgets, either through a mini socket or a full-size cigarette socket. We completed the protection package with Barkbuster Storm handguards. It protects your levers from breakage during a tip over, and it also gives your hands wind and rain protection. We added a SW-MOTECH mirror widener so you can see around your shoulders instead of looking at them. And we added a controller for the Denali LED headlights. I'll show those to you in a moment. We've got the Oxford Heaters grip controller right here, a vibration damped GPS mount that can accept ram mounts or cradles, and an up and back bar riser. And moving toward the right, we've got the same products as on the left, except we added Keiko throttle lock. This allows you to place your throttle in a position so you can relax your hand, and we've got those for both models with and without Barkbuster's handguards. To improve your nighttime vision and make you more visible to oncoming drivers during the day, we added Denali LED headlights. These lights only draw 10 watts apiece, but they put out a lot more light than the original headlights. If you'd like to mount your Denalis as fog lights instead of as driving lights up high, we also have a kit that can attach the Denalis to your fender bolts. It makes me sad that I have to give this thing back to Honda Canada because they don't sell this bike in the US. But if you want to see this big nasty adventure bike by Honda, come up to the Canadian MMIC shows this winter, or visit the Canadian Women's Conference up in Toronto, and you get to see it firsthand. See you there.